course, this is the Dolor factor. Now, Bashana, you seem so strong and so confident, and you know that you know right from wrong. But we all have our, you know, moments and our moments of weakness. What's made you like this? Because sometimes in life, I hate to, but I'm going to compare it with religion.
Okay.
A lot of people sometimes they go to religion when there's something really wrong in their life, and they go to seek help because they don't know what else to do. Did anything happen to you that made you be the person that you are? I mean, you weren't born like this.
I would just say that circumstances of life. I'm a realist at heart, and I think I have a picture up at 2 years old like this in front of my birthday cake, and I apparently was telling my sister to be quiet, my older sister, who's 9 years older than me.
Okay.
So I think I might have already had that leadership thing in me.
Yes.
And then just how the family went, like my father left when I was 7, my younger sister was 5 years old. My older sister is not from this father. But however, it did have an effect on her, and everybody was, you know, going through their own thing. I was really close to him, or at least in my mind, I knew the family should be nuclear, mother, father, kids.
Yeah.
So when he left, and there was no explanation at the time, I figure I saw my mom be very strong. I don't think I ever saw my mother cry throughout it all, and it was 2 months from her father dying, and I did not see my mother cry, and it stuck out to me as, whoa. I already admire my mother so much. So to see her hold it together so tight, and like, you know, when you feel the cry at the back of your throat and you have to, right? I think I've mastered that to a certain extent. When it comes to the protection and the kind of, I'm a passionate person, so maybe sometimes when I talk, my hand gestures or even the tone of my voice, the way I deliver it, it comes across as aggressive. People may see me as that. They may also see me as bossy. I'll own up to it. I can understand how that would be the impression that somebody gets. I feel like I had to be strong because I don't think I was allowed to really go through my father's loss. I don't think, like, my mom was just secure about, all right, can you stop crying now? Like, let's go. Like, yeah, life continues. So for that survival mechanism, I think it's just ingrained in who I am.
Have you seen your father since?
No, I haven't seen him in 23 years.
Would you like to see him?
Yeah, definitely. I hope to see him later this year. But I spoke to him.
Does your mom know?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
She knows. She never kept the whole situation a secret. I think as a grown woman talking to a 7-year-old child, I just don't think she was in the place. She was a single mother with 3 kids with the stress of that, and I don't think she was not in a place where she could show us that she would break down. Like, I don't think she wanted to do that to us. This is me giving my impression of my mother, you know, thinking that she needed to hold that strength. She needed to be strong for the kids, and I think that's what her driving force was, and therefore I don't think we never saw her cry, we never saw her break down, so we almost felt as if there was no loss. I think that's what she was offering to us. Yes. There was no loss.
But do you think, hearing you, what is your status at the moment? Are you in a romantic relationship?
No, I'm not.
Now, see, some people may say that's why you're not in a romantic relationship.
That's
no,
okay.
No, it's true, because
I know.
You're so confident, you're so matter of fact, and so on and so forth. And a lot of men are scared of that. They don't like that.
So should I be more submissive?
No. I'm not saying what you should or what you shouldn't do. But a lot of women, especially when you're a professional woman and you're single, people say, oh,
she's a lesbian.
Or, you know, it's too much for a man.
Okay.
Do you think that strong personality?
I think it can be, and I do think I do need to tone down a bit. And to be quite honest, my coping mechanism with the loss of my father, with not having all the great things I thought a child should have, or in my experience, mind you, I had a great and a fantastic childhood. My mother taught us abundance, and abundance is what is having me sitting here with you right now. I wouldn't have been able to accomplish anything that you see me doing without abundance, that lesson that my mother taught us. My coping mechanism was anger. I was the soft. I remember being very soft and cry at a whim's notice, at a flutter of my feelings. Tears would be there, but I got made fun of as, she nyap her pots. Oh, she always crying. So I turned, whenever that crying came, I switched it over and turned it into anger. And I think that's how I coped with the loss of my father. Instead of being, oh, my dad, I'll be like, yeah, he left. Yeah, he's missing out on a great, you know, childhood that me and my sister are growing up. And you know what? I don't need him. How about that? I don't need him. So I think it was a coping mechanism turned into, it actually worked for me because the world that,
yeah. Do you think that that is why Velika is as close to you as she is? Because, you know, as friends, we all have friends that we know who we can go to depending on what it is we want to tell. So sometimes we want to have a friend that will say, oh, it'll be okay, don't worry, pat on the back. But sometimes we want a friend that we know, oh gosh, we've done something wrong, we need to, so we go to that friend that says, well, you know, I'm going to tell you the truth, you know, blah, 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 whatever. And then we have friends, maybe, you know, I think you're a combination of all those things. But when she knows, well, you know, I really need whatever it is, because you've said before, you've both said, you're very similar in some things and
very
not
different
in
in
others.
Just like my friend always reinforces to me, I think I don't have an intimate partner right now because it's not my time. Because I'm done with the casual relationships. I've made that choice. I haven't been sexual in, 3 years? I haven't had a relationship in 6 years. So that is also a choice. I can have images of a man next to me, and I could be having wonderful, fantastic sexual experiences, but it's not what I want. And just like my friend always tells me, which is the right man is going to come for you when it's time. Likewise, I think any friend or any person who's a support system in your life has to see you for who you are. And I think that's the relationship that we've been able to maintain. We're just like sisters. So even if she's my friend and I know that she has another mother, another father, we are sisters, just like my sister Shadria is, you know. So we've just built that bond. It's a sisterhood more than a friendship, you know. So the good, the bad, and the ugly, we take it all, you know.
I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
What would you say to women out there who know better, who are self-sufficient? They seem comfortable. They have their own home. They have a nice job. They seem comfortable, but yet they are in a relationship that everybody. Caribbean is small, right? Everybody knows they're in a relationship that really isn't making them happy. What would be your take, very quickly, what would be your take on that kind of scenario? If I was your friend and I said, that was my situation.
Tell the truth. Are you happy? Tell the truth.
I most likely would say, well, you know, I'm not happy.
Okay, but you like him around, right? Yeah, yes. I really do. Okay, well, that's your truth. When you're ready for that not to be your situation, where you're not thinking, oh my God, when is he leaving? When your false impression of happiness now becomes tolerance and then becomes, why am I doing this? I think everybody needs to be truthful to themselves, you know? I don't think they need somebody else to tell them. You might need a friend to just kind of nudge you in the right direction. I could be the kind of friend that says, my girl, you have money, stay with him. You understand? I can be that.
Solution.
Yeah, I have to give you all that, you understand? Yeah, I can be that.
I know why you really go friends.
Yeah,
I do
but
know.
then it's just, tell the truth. Tell the real truth.
All right. Well, we're going to the break, and when we come back, we're going to hear Velika's side of what she's just heard. See you soon.